Chew?
Yo.
Are you ready?
I'm up.
Today's the day. It's 5:35.
In my zen.
Pre-call was 5 minutes ago.
Huh?
Pre-call was 5 minutes ago.
I'll be there. I didn't even know people got up at this time.
What's today?
30th of July. That's the first day of our shoot. It feels like the first day of school. You're tired, and then you get outside, it's so exciting because there's like action and things. And there's a bunch of new and exciting things about to happen.
What's up?
Morning.
Happy first day. Okay, and then we just have her zoom past, come back, get in, do her close up. We can do that there as well. And then I need wide of her so we can see that kind of passing and screeching and coming back.
Here we go. Ready and background.
Action!
Growing up, I wanted to be an animator. And then one day, my parents had a video camera that was like the newest things.
I was stopped buying the videotape camera when they just come out. Remember that big, giant thing you have to hold onto your shoulder?
And once I got that camera in my hand, it was like, love at first sight. I'd get my friends and I'd set up like huge epic battles. And then when I was in high school, I started doing wedding videos, memory videos for school.
Action!
So finally, I say, this is it. I went to the school and they tell the teacher, no more video. I want him to go to college. What is he thinking he's doing? So to this day, he says, remember, Mommy, you said no more video?
And background.
I really wanted to do a dance movie because it's something that I always loved. And Adam Shankman and Jennifer Gugat, the producers, came to me and they said they had this project, Step Up 2, and I read the script and I pitched a new approach to it. I watched a lot of MySpace and YouTube videos, and I cut together all the types of dance that I would love to see in a dance movie that we haven't really seen.
He completely reinvented the story. He was just the guy.
Before we go, can we go down the line and say what everybody is? I'm John Chu. I'm the tap dancer in this number. I'm the director.
Casting was a crazy process because when we found the right dancer, that's when we knew, okay, these are the characters. Let's build this team around that character.
I'm Chase. Welcome to MSA.
I had met Robert about a year before, and he stuck out in my mind. I was like, that guy is awesome. He's just so natural. So when I went out for the job, I went in and I said, if you're gonna bring in some new blood, there's one guy that I think can really pull it, and this guy, Robert Hoffman.
You're an amazing little dancer, you know that.
Little?
For Andy, my part of the job is making sure that we had someone that we wanted to watch for an hour and a half. Someone who had that just special X factor. We actually saw Brianna really early. Then we brought Robert in to read with her to do chemistry, and that's when it just came alive. What's up? The original character, Moose, was an overweight, African-American, nerdy kid. And then when I met Adam, everything changed.
Watch me.
You never expect Adam to be able to dance, but he sent his audition in, and when he does his dance, it's just done. I said, this is Moose. I made this movie because I wanted to make a movie that I wanted to go see, that I had never seen, and I think there's a lot of dance out there that isn't shown on the big screen. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, watched a lot of MySpace videos, and I wanted to find those people and let them shine and just get out of the way and shoot it, because these people blow my mind.
We're gonna bring it to the streets. Straight up, Step Up 2.
When I was little, you do shows for the family and everybody all dressed up, and I performed for grandma and her friends.
The first time I started to dance, we started doing like body rolls. Girls started screaming. Uh-oh, that's what the girls got.
You just meet a lot of people that love the same thing you love.
I love to dance, like music makes me move. That's why, I don't know, I can't quit.
Even if you haven't danced before, give it a shot, because I think it's in a lot of people that don't know. 5, 6, 7, hits.
We rehearse 8 hours a day, sometimes 5 to 6 days a week.
Try it again, all together.
It was a lot of work. You need your knee pads, you need your gloves, you need all that because they put you to work.
The first 2 weeks were tough and I was so sore. You know, my body was just a mess.
Here we go, here's some cheering, guys.
I grew up with dance my whole life. I tap danced for 12, 14 years. All my brothers and sisters dance, and dance is just part of my world, I guess.
John is really part of the dance teams. Half the time he's out in the middle of the dancers. I can't even find him.
4-1-0. It's kind of cool because he's younger than the average director, which is great for us because he's more connected to our generation. It's not just about, oh, we're trying to just get this story done. It's about what's real. So he'll be like, well, would you say that? Or how would that be said?
Something like you're training and you're like, in your 6 years of ballet school and gonna cut it.
Right, ballet, y'all been taking it, gonna cut it.
Do I look like some princess prima ballerina?
Andy, stop. Stop!
The first step up is about an outsider coming into MSA, Maryland School of the Arts. We wanted to do a different style, and so that's where taking it from the inside of the school to the outside to the streets was kind of the big idea. And we're creating the city as a character in this movie, in contrast to this perfect little studio.
I mean, we're gonna be on this side. Any more attitude you can give, the better. And as she moves forward, they'll start to pan out, and you'll see. She'll start to go through here. She does the splits. And you just get a little bit of that. Yeah. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys okay? Yeah, I don't feel okay. There's not a lot of room on a subway, we've realized.
I wanted to make sure that we could feel that world that it was lived in. We're doing a dance movie, and dance movies usually are kind of like normal and straight up. I was like, but I want to feel the texture, I want to feel the dirtiness. I met with the DP, Max Malkin. We just connected so fast.
Now, Max, on this one, let's do one more of these wides and then let's make it apart.
First up, I need everybody that's up by the front of the house.
The salsa is another one that I really wanted to create that world in. There's like family, there's life, there's barbecue. We have neighbors sitting in their backyards and people on their stoops.
We're gonna do a little salsa, a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, arriba, check it, do it.
She's coming out of this thing, and you guys are all in different places. And you guys see her come out. And Chase and Sophie, you're gonna be sitting at that table. So I'd like to see the dance. Right now it's gonna be the wide to see it.
Okay. Here we go. Picture, please.
Camera ready? And action.
1, 2, 3, 4, we're joining in. I'm Maria.
And 10.
We're trying to do something very different with the dance. Once we got it out to the streets, now we could incorporate anything from tap to double dutch to popping, locking, all that stuff.
Yo, DJ Sam, looks like we got a new business sound.
This is a tough one because how do you make a team that with such good dancers look bad and humiliated when they're all cocky and they're all like, oh, we can nail this. We're gonna show John that they can't embarrass us.
We're all like pretty good dancers. We didn't know how we were gonna make it look like we're bad.
Here we go, and action. We changed the music last second. They thought they were doing this one. They're all like prepared for it.
Yeah.
And then we changed the music and they couldn't really.
They just couldn't get it together.
They just put on a really slow beat. Wow. And didn't let us know when the music was coming on. And then within like 2 8 counts, they stopped the music and made fun of us.
That was trash. Y'all are garbage. Do me a favor. Take a hike.
They were thrown off, and they look pretty much like garbage now. And I'm kind of embarrassed.
Most of us have spent the better part of our lives making sure that never happens. So it's not a good feeling to any of us.
People love to see other people squirm. Ooh, how that feel? You feel it? We're not bad dancers. So we have to do this.
In the end, they get this big, beautiful dance number. I needed an end sequence. I'm in San Diego to visit my friend who had just had a baby, and I'm writing this last sequence, and the baby's crying and peeing everywhere. And so I'm sitting there writing the last sequence, I'm like, how am I gonna make this last sequence like really great, different than all the other dance sequences? And it's when all this like liquid is flying everywhere that I'm like, the rain.
For the past 2 months, I've been building up their trust. I'm being the nicest guy, all so I could be the meanest guy tonight. They're gonna hate me.
It hurt so bad. It's like you got at least 10 extra pounds on you at all times. It's crazy.
You do all the Luigi stuff until you guys are sliding. When you guys are on the floor doing all that stuff. So I've had a couple firsts this movie. I've had my first subway shot where we're inside a subway. It's this one when she goes forward. Note to self, never do that again. We've had the first rain shots I've ever done. Make believe rain. I can't believe they can actually do that. And our first kiss. Now I feel like a professional.
Dance is the one language that everybody speaks. We all have a heartbeat. It's from that core part of our bodies that we feel music, we feel dance. I think we have a really strong message about the world is what you make of it. It's not what you got, it's what you make of what you got. And I think that's an important message for anybody, whether you're 13, 30, or 50.
And if a kid's interested in certain things, support them. Turns out that was the good investment.
Action!
Every influence in my life is built up to something that we use in this movie in some way. It was when I got on set that it all hit me. I'm looking around and I have like a director's chair, and actors and a camera. I looked around and I thought, you know, for all those times that I had to go shoot that wedding video, that bar mitzvah, when everyone else is out having fun, it was all worth it. It was all worth it for like this one moment.
And cut.